Windstar Pride Ship and Stateroom Overview. Hi, I'm Lori, a senior solo traveler, and I recently took 2 cruises back-to-back on the Windstar Pride, traveling from Barbados to Panama. The cruise was billed as the Star Collector, Windward Islands, and Spanish New World. I've posted numerous videos on this cruise and have left links in the description below. This video will only cover the ship and stateroom layouts. Look for my other videos for information on the cruise experience. I will start with the top deck and move down the ship. Here we go. Deck 8. At the very rear or stern on this deck is quite a large open space with a few tables and chairs. When you move up the ship, there are 2 aisleways full of lounge chairs that overlook a large opening in the pool on deck 7. During some evening events, they set up tables here for people to eat dinner as they watch the events below. Moving up, you run into the Star Grill, which is a casual outdoor buffet that serves, as the name suggests, grilled and barbecued food. It includes a salad bar, a fruit and dessert bar, and a self-serve soft ice cream machine. Surrounding it is lounge seating on one side and tables and chairs on the other. In the center is the Star Bar that always seemed to be a hub of activity because there was often live music playing right next to it. The musicians, by the way, were very good. If you keep walking to the front of the ship, you go indoors to the Yacht Club Cafe and Library. It has arguably the best views on the ship in an air-conditioned area. There are tables for puzzles and games, lounge seating, a coffee bar, and a refrigerated case that has petite sandwiches, snacks, and desserts. Deck 7. Again, starting at the rear of the ship, there is the Veranda Buffet that turns into Candle's restaurant for dinner. The outdoor seating was used most often, but there are indoor seats if you want to stay in air conditioning. The buffet wrapped around a central kitchen and had several stations: a salad bar, a dessert station, a fruit bar, and 3 sections for main entrees. They always had 1 meat carving area. Moving up the deck is the main pool, which was always the most active area on the ship. The small pool and whirlpool are surrounded by numerous lounge chairs. From there, you step into the World Spa that has a small fitness room, motion studio, hair and beauty salon, and the spa area where there are individual treatment rooms. If you keep walking toward the bow, you run into the bridge. The bridge is open for passengers to visit, which I took advantage of. In front of the bridge, there is a circular walkway, so it is possible to get some steps in on this level, but it is a bit of a short and obstructed walkway. You'd be better off going to the small fitness center and using a treadmill. Deck 6. At the stern is the Compass Rose, which is an intimate lounge that has nightly music. There is a bar along one wall that is open in the evenings. Adjacent to it is the Quadro 44 restaurant. That is a very small reservation-only restaurant. The restaurant was designed in collaboration with the James Beard Foundation and serves an eclectic mix of Spanish food. On the opposite side from Quadro 44 is the boutique, where there are various clothing, jewelry, and sundry items for sale. They also hold limited shopping events here. The rest of the level consists of staterooms. Deck 5. This level has the largest gathering room on the ship, the lounge, where passengers meet before excursions, have port talks, lectures, and entertainment. There is a small screening room to the side, but I never saw it in use. In the center of Deck 5 is the reception, the destinations desk, a future cruise desk, and there is a spiral staircase running through the center. Branching off from the reception area is a long corridor of staterooms. At the very end, you will find a deck with a whirlpool and a few lounge chairs. Deck 4, this level is all staterooms. Deck 3. At the stern on level 3 is an area where you can swim off the ship. This is only available at certain port stops, but it is a nice perk if you can squeeze it in. I missed it the one time it was available on this cruise because I had an excursion that conflicted. Also at the rear is the largest restaurant on the ship, Amphora, which is only open for dinner. It is an elegant setting that has a menu of standards and daily specials. This level also includes several staterooms, the medical facility, and is where passengers disembark the ship when using tenders. So that is an overview of all the areas available to passengers. Now for the stateroom. I was in an ocean view stateroom, number 428. When you enter the stateroom, it looks like this. Since it was only me, I had the two beds pushed together. There was plenty of space under the bed to store my suitcase. The room is divided into two sides and can be separated by closing the curtains. The bed was pretty comfortable and had two end tables on both sides of the bed. Each end table had a small drawer and shelf, but unfortunately, no electrical outlet for your phone. There was a lamp on both sides of the bed that could be controlled from your bed. There was also a light switch in the middle of the headboard to control all the lights in the room. A nice touch. Across from the bed was a vanity or desk that had a chair and a set of three drawers on both sides. There was an American and European outlet above the tabletop and a series of light switches next to it. When I arrived, there was a stack of magazines and Windstar information on the desk. On the other side of the room is a small sofa, coffee table, two chairs, and a side table. The ocean view window was quite large and let in plenty of light. There was a little ledge that was wide enough to sit on if you wanted to view out the window. The window had both a sheer and blackout set of draperies. In the center of the room is a bar with a glassware cabinet and mini fridge below. Across from it is another cabinet with a pull-out shelf and storage cabinet with an extra blanket. On this countertop is the ship phone and another set of electrical outlets. Here you will find a European outlet and two USB outlets. There are mirrors around the room in interesting locations, all, I suppose, to make the room appear larger. On one side are full-length mirrors so you can check out your attire. The walk-in closet had two hanging rods, a small cabinet with a safe, and several drawers. There was a triangle-shaped stack of shelves that weren't very functional, but I managed to use them for a few items. Above the long hanging rod is a high open shelf where the life preserver was stored. The bathroom was relatively large for a cruise ship. Mine had a bathtub, which was fine, although I would have preferred a shower. The bathtub had a glass half wall and a shower curtain. The faucets were a little funky to operate, but after a couple tries I figured it out. There were two places to put the shower wand. One sprayed almost directly at you, and the other sprayed lower, and the direction was adjustable. It wasn't ideal, but it was fine, and the water pressure and temperature control were excellent. I will say that when standing in the bath to take a shower, the ceiling height was somewhat low. If you are a tall person, I don't think you would like this, so you might want to make sure you get a room without a bathtub. The small room had double sinks, which I thought was an odd choice since there was only a little countertop space. However, I did find myself utilizing both sinks, one for doing laundry, one for brushing my teeth. Below the sink were two open shelves that were stacked with bathroom supplies and a hairdryer. On the side wall were a few narrow shelves for your products. I felt like I had plenty of space to put my personal items. Overall, the room felt very spacious and comfortable. I had no complaints. So I think that covers the entire ship. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments section. See the links below for other videos from this trip, and check out the Senior Solo Travel website and Travel Facebook forum where you can interact with other travelers. And if you'd like to follow my senior and solo travel journeys, please like and subscribe. Cheers!